Hey there, mind growers. Welcome back to Mr. Mindgrowth. We've all felt stuck in a loop at some point, haven't we? Constantly chasing information but never really progressing. It's like running in circles. Today we're going to tackle this issue head-on. Drawing wisdom from Dusan Djukic's straight-line leadership, we'll explore the empowering concept of breaking free from these circular patterns that hold us back. So buckle up, mind growers. It's time to unravel the secret to moving straight towards our goals. Ever feel like you're running in circles, chasing information but not really getting anywhere? You're not alone. In a world bursting with data and knowledge, it's easy to fall into this trap. We get caught up in a whirlwind of facts, figures, and theories, thinking that accumulating more will lead us to success. However, this can turn into a vicious cycle, a hamster wheel, if you will. You're running but not moving forward. You're learning but not growing. You're gathering but not achieving. Sounds familiar, right? The truth is, more information doesn't always equate to progress. It's like being stuck in a circle, going round and round but never really reaching anywhere. We often mistake motion for action, busyness for productivity, but in the grand scheme of things, we're just back to square one. We think more information equals success, but in reality, it often leads us back to where we started. Here's the twist. It's not information we lack, but transformation. We live in an era where information is at our fingertips, making it easy to drown in a sea of data and facts, all promising to lead us to success. But the real question is, does having more information actually bring about the change we seek? Or does it leave us spinning in circles, overwhelmed and directionless? This is where transformation comes in. Transformation transcends mere information gathering. It's not about cramming more into our heads, it's about changing the very essence of who we are. It's about evolving from a state of passive absorption to active application. So what does transformation look like? Imagine you're trying to lose weight. You've read countless articles, watched numerous videos, and maybe even attended a few seminars. You're armed with all the information you need. Yet despite all this, you find yourself stuck in the same old patterns. Transformation in this scenario isn't about learning another diet plan or workout routine. It's about shifting your mindset, your habits, your lifestyle. It's about becoming a person who values health, who enjoys exercise, who makes conscious food choices. It's not about doing different things, but about becoming a different person. It's this transformative change that propels us out of the circle and onto a straight path. It's about breaking free from the cycle of information overload and stepping into a journey of personal growth and evolution. And this journey is not a destination. It's a continuous process, an ongoing commitment to self-improvement and progress. It's a way of life that embraces change, welcomes challenges, and celebrates growth. To sum it up, transformation is the key that unlocks the door to a straight path. It's the bridge that connects knowing to doing, information to action, aspiration to achievement. It's not about doing more, but about being more. It's about changing who we are, not just what we do. Transformative change leads us out of the circle and onto a straight path towards our goals. Djukic introduces distinctions as a tool to break the circle. Picture this. You're standing at a crossroads with multiple paths stretching out before you. Each path represents a different decision or choice. In the circle world, we often find ourselves stuck, dithering between these paths, unsure of which one to take. This is where Djukic's concept of distinctions comes into play. Imagine distinctions as a pair of ultra-clear glasses. Once you put them on, the fog of indecision lifts and you see the crossroads with newfound clarity. The paths no longer blur into each other. Instead, they stand out in sharp, distinct contrast. Distinctions are all about contrast, black and white, yes and no, action and inaction. They represent clear, unambiguous choices. There's no room for maybe or perhaps. It's either this or that. By applying distinctions to our decision-making process, we strip away the ambiguity that often leads us astray. Let's delve a little deeper. Say you're trying to kick a bad habit. The distinction here could be healthy versus unhealthy. There's no middle ground, no sort of healthy. You're either making a healthy choice or you're not. This clear contrast can make it easier to commit to positive change. But remember, distinctions aren't about simplifying complex issues into binary choices. They're about illuminating the essential contrasts that drive our choices. They help us cut through the fog of indecision and take decisive action. In the circle world, we often get stuck in the gray areas, endlessly weighing pros and cons. But with distinctions, we can break free from this paralysis. We can see our choices for what they truly are and make decisions that propel us forward rather than keeping us stuck in a loop. To sum it up, distinctions are like a compass, helping us navigate the crossroads of life with clarity and confidence. They are more than just a tool, they are a mindset, a way to approach decisions with a clear, focused mind. These are clear contrasts that offer no middle ground, pushing us to see our choices more clearly and act decisively. It's not about competence. Most of us know enough. A profound truth, isn't it? In our quest for self-improvement, we often equate knowledge with power. We gather information, seeking to know more, to be more. In the process, we become walking encyclopedias, brimming with facts, theories, and ideas. But here's the rub. Knowledge in itself isn't power, it's potential power. Knowledge is a tool, and like any tool, it is only as useful as our ability to wield it. It's like owning a high-performance car but never driving it. The car's potential remains untapped, its horsepower wasted. Similarly, knowledge that is not applied, that does not lead to action or transformation, is as good as ignorance. It's like being stuck in a circle, going round and round, never moving forward. So the real challenge isn't gathering more knowledge. It isn't about competence. The real challenge, using that knowledge effectively. Knowledge unused is as good as ignorance. Straight-line thinking is about cutting through the noise. It's a method that sweeps away distractions and allows us to focus on the core issues at hand. We're often faced with an overwhelming amount of information, choices, and paths to take. The beauty of straight-line thinking lies in its simplicity. It's about discerning the most direct route from point A to point B without unnecessary detours or loops. Straight-line thinking promotes efficiency and clarity. It's about making decisions that lead us closer to our goals, no matter how big or small they may be. This approach doesn't just apply to our professional lives, but to our personal ones as well. It's about making the most of our time and energy and not getting lost in the whirlwind of options. Straight-line thinking is not merely about understanding or acknowledging these principles. It's about picking up the tool, the distinction, and using it, not just believing in it. It's practical, direct, and immensely powerful. So mind growers, are you ready to step out of the circle and walk your straight line? We've taken an enlightening journey today, exploring the wisdom of Dusan Djukic's straight-line leadership. We've seen how it's not about constantly accumulating information, but rather transforming ourselves, our actions, and our perspectives. We've touched on the power of distinctions, those clear contrasts that offer no middle ground, and how they can be our best tools to break free from the circle. We've also discussed how it's not about having more competence, but rather the effective use of that competence. And finally, we delved into the concept of straight-line thinking, a practical and direct approach that cuts through the noise and leads to powerful results. Remember, it's not about gathering more, it's about transforming more. Let's embrace our inner straight-line leader and make things happen. Until next time, keep growing your mind and see you on the straight path to success.